Okay, that's enough. Now start talking.
All right, guys.
And we're back.
What's up?
What he said. Okay. 4 straight women. Why?
Do I even need to be here?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
What if the man of your dreams who's going to love you right, be there, be faithful, etc., is bisexual? Would you pass up on that opportunity to be happy because of his past sexual preference, or could you overlook that? And if not, why?
Ladies.
Oh, shit.
You're the straight woman. Exactly.
It's a no for me.
It's a no
Why?
for you.
Okay.
I want to
Elaborate.
dig into that.
I'm an overthinker.
Mm. So it's a
for
personal
me,
issue. It don't have nothing to do with him.
It don't.
Okay. I don't know what
Not
we're discussing there.
necessarily. Like for me, my mind is gonna be doing a lot of things. Like, damn, he is passionate like this with a man.
But he's
Right.
with you, so
So-
what does it matter?
Right. And you just said when you read that paragraph, because this is where our literary skills come in. Okay. For all the other people,
She's a teacher, guys.
you know, got to get it together.
Mm-hmm.
We said that this person is going to be faithful,
Mhm.
right? When we read that whole paragraph, it
Mhm.
laid out everything that person brought to the table, correct?
Yeah.
So if they are doing these things for you and they are showing you
Mhm.
this attention, this affection, this respect,
Give you everything
and
you need.
giving you everything you need,
All that and more.
it becomes an internalized issue when you're worried about that partner's past. We ask
Yeah.
men not to do that to us when they worrying about, you know, who I had before you or whatever, how many
Mhm.
miles this got on this or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
If we're asking
that
that of
knowledge.
men, why are we not giving it to them as well?
I'd venture to say
Straight, gay, bisexual, in between.
Mm-hmm.
If you have already given me the evidence that you're doing what the fuck you're supposed to be doing,
Okay.
okay, I'm supposed to be holding you to the standard that you brought this to the table.
Mhm.
If you're a good human, you're a good human.
Yeah.
That's really how I feel about it. But
Yeah.
I'm pansexual. I am not straight, so I like anything.
Yeah.
I venture to say bitches don't want to be happy.
Ooh, I think that
There's my but in talks with my therapist, there's such thing as thriving in chaos.
Mhm.
There's some people
This
who
is
aren't
true.
happy unless something is fucked up.
Yeah.
And when everything is working perfect for them, they don't know how to react because they keep
Mhm.
waiting on the other shoe to drop.
Yeah.
So when you started
Ooh.
reading this, you began to speak of the ideal mate,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
the ideal partner.
For
So
sure.
if this dude is everything you done wrote down on your little vision boards and everything you prayed about when you cover your titties up and go to church and all this other shit, he nice to your mama and
Yeah.
he treat your niece and nephew nice and he buy you the flowers that you wanted, but you ain't really want flowers, but he just knew I needed those today.
Yeah.
Like that type of
I
shit.
want you to buy me flowers, not because you want them.
You see,
Yeah.
if he on that dumb
That's
shit.
what I need.
So, but the thing is, like, what does it matter what used to happen? I'm here now. I'm with you.
You know what?
I ain't got time for niggas because I'm
This
with my
is the
bitch.
Molly situation.
Mm.
We have a whole episode on this in Insecure.
Oh.
It's a whole Insecure episode.
That is true.
Yes,
Yep.
where he
And
talks
on
about
grownish.
and on grownish. Okay,
Yes.
where if you know if anybody needs that reference,
Yeah.
going back to Insecure, where Molly was talking to a guy who
Mhm.
he hadn't graduated from college.
Yeah.
Right.
But he was talking about an experience that he had with another male. He found out that it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
But because he had the experience, she could not
Let
let
it
it
go.
go.
Shout out Langston Kerman.
Yeah.
You know, she could not let that situation go, and it cost her a good relationship because it was a good
Yeah,
guy who
right.
was pouring into her and doing everything that
Mhm.
was required. But because you can't get your head out this person's past bed, you
Mhm.
can't move forward. So I think it becomes an insecurity issue with us when someone is giving us everything we've asked for,
Mhm.
everything that we need, and the
Mhm.
things that we don't even need. The things we
True.
don't even know what to ask for.
You didn't even know you needed it till he did it for you.
Right.
Yeah.
You was like, ooh, hold on, wait.
But
Yeah.
now you're gonna discount this dude because of like
It's fast.
what he used to do,
Right.
Mhm.
who I used to be.
And also, at the end of the day, that relationship with that past person,
Mhm.
male, female, otherwise, may have taught him how to love you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the one thing people are discounting. Your past relationships
Yeah.
do play a part in your future relationships.
A
Yeah.
big part.
They're all lessons.
Mhm.
So the person that they have become is because of those experiences. So if you discount that and throw that away,
Mhm.
you don't deserve that person.
Right. You need some type of healing within yourself.
Yeah.
Let me throw something to you. So now, what say you for the idea of that man feeling like now I'm paying for what what these other niggas have done. She's worried about me being unfaithful because every nigga she'd have been with cheated on her. She worried about me running around because every nigga she'd been with. I'm me. I'm not none of those niggas. So why I gotta pay for what he did when I'm out here?
Yeah.
I'm out here, you know, your trash at the street on Monday night. Shit don't come till Tuesday.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about running out before you go to work. You like a soy chai mocha latte with 2 pumps. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what you want, and I go and get it for you unprovoked. Cause I want you to be as happy as you. I want you to be as happy as you make me.
And make sure it got almond milk.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I know your stomach. That's
See,
what
stuff like that would kind of like.
But you would still be thinking about it.
It would. But that would be a work in progress for me. So if he's a patient guy and willing to allow me to, because like you have to, I'm accepting your past. You have to accept that this is something different for me.
So you want him to give you enough rope to hang yourself.
I think that's what it is.
Right.
I think if he shows me something like that, I'm like, okay. Like,
but he's
like the
already
situation
showed it so much.
Right.
He's shown
He
so
been
much.
showing it for months.
We read the resume. So anybody who's reading that paragraph, that's what that person is bringing to the table.
Yeah.
Right. What else do you want the motherfucker
Isn't
to
like that situation
carry the world?
with the couple on Love is Blind?
Okay.
Like where he, you know, came out to her and then all hell broke loose.
But see, his thing is he waited. Like he didn't really give her a chance to choose until it was like she had already made a choice.
But she fell in love with him before that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, if he would have told her that ahead of time, then she probably wouldn't even gave it a chance.
So the topic that y'all are bridging over to is disclosure. And disclosure in many situations get a lot of people in trouble. Okay. Yeah. And everybody wants you to tell them everything up front. Yeah. Baby, you didn't earn that information. You didn't earn that. That's right. How do I know that I can trust you and pour into you? And as soon as I do that, you show me that I can. You show me that you're not worthy of that level of honesty that you're asking for. So some people do have to wait. Yeah. Okay. Whether it be a black man telling you about his particular past, sexual history, trans individuals disclosing their, you know, it's just people have to do what is best for them, and you have to give people a chance because you don't tell every person that you meet everything about you on that first day. Yeah. Not even 2 months, 3 months in, you have to earn that type of thing. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So in those type of things that you say people should have to kind of earn to come out of you, what if some of those things are like deal breakers for the other person?
If they are, then that is a risk that you take. But I think that the person disclosing has to think about this in that situation. But most of the time when people are having any anxiety about disclosing, most of the time the very first issue is safety. Yeah. It's safety. It's not feeling physically safe. Yeah. Emotionally safe in that situation with that person just yet. And once they become or feel like they are physically safe or emotionally safe, being able to give that information to you, you can't determine or be mad at somebody for not feeling those things first. Oh, I've only known you for a week. Yeah. Okay. I'm not physically safe with you just yet. I'm not emotionally safe with you just yet. And it may be a deal breaker. Cool. I've earned my safety. Now I can talk to you about the situation and now we can move forward. So you kind of have to, people got to get out of their own ass when it come to that. They got to get out of their own head when it come to that. Yeah.
Okay. So also, I didn't add it to the question, to the topic, because that topic has really been sitting on that list, I think, since I first shared that with y'all. And one of y'all added that. I don't know who it was. Yeah. But it just so happens this past week or this week on Twitter, a young lady said that she broke up with a dude when he came out as bisexual to her. When he said that he does have sex with men as well as women. And well, duh, that's what bisexual mean, right? Whatever. But I think they were in like one of those relationships where you kind of can still do what you want to do type things, however these young people do it. I'm old, so I don't know. Yeah. But
good answer.
But the community kind of like stoned her, and they started saying that anybody that feels the way she does is homosexual. I mean, it's homophobic.
Homosexual? Okay.
Yeah, they're not homosexual. They're homophobic.
I can't even talk now.
They're saying because she dumped a person because he's bisexual, and anybody that agrees with her, you are homophobic.
That word just, it gets slung around.
Yeah, I thought that too. I thought I was wilding when I was like,
No, I don't think that should be, nobody should have stoned her for that. But as a person who is a part of the LGBT community, I think, first of all, we too damn sensitive, okay? Yes, we gonna say that up front. I'm gonna say it. Because ain't nobody gonna say nothing to me. We too sensitive.
Yeah.
And all of our little, everybody in the alphabet soup community, we a little bit too about everything. But I think because somebody does not, everybody has their own preferences, and preferences themselves, if we get down to what the definition of a preference is, it's what you like and don't like. Exactly. Maybe I do not want to be with a partner who's sexually active with people of the same sex, because that introduces you to a completely different set of people that you may not want to. Okay, you might not want that connection. That doesn't mean that you hate that person. Homophobia is hating, okay, or discriminating against someone because of their sexuality. Exactly. Now you can say, hey, I do not want to be in a relationship with you because we are not equally yoked. We're not on the same page. I am a straight woman and I want to deal with a straight man. Cool. That is fine. When you start bashing and going in and doing it, that's when it becomes homophobic. So I think that there is a clear line that people need to understand what homophobia actually is. And people can dislike you and it has nothing to do with your sexuality.
And take your sensitivity out of it.
So to piggyback or kind of like take a look at that. So now, as far as the homophobia being the hate, wouldn't that also be the fear of that unknown? Because you don't know anything about that world, so you're not necessarily ignorant to it, but basically you're ignorant to it, so you don't understand. Somebody could look at, so this girl's looking at her boyfriend and she could say, well, he told me he messed around with a boy one time, so I don't know what he doing. That unknown scares me.
Yes.
So now that woman is labeled homophobic. She's a terrible person. Stone her. Blah, 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 blah.
No, I don't think that should be. I do not think that should be the case. I think that when someone is intentionally doing things that are to harm, in malice towards somebody who is under the umbrella, okay, or on the spectrum, whatever it is, then that is an issue. But for you to respectfully decline to be with somebody because they're that should be a problem.
That's her preference.
But it's all in the way that somebody presents something. Right. So I didn't see the tweet. I didn't read the tweet. So I don't know what was said. But specifically, if somebody just says, hey, I can't, as of right now, that's beyond my scope of relationships.
Gotcha.
Maybe later in her life, she might meet somebody that, you're willing to try that for it. There are people that you are willing to accept things from, mold, sway, whatever, when you get to that point.
Right.
We cannot expect people to automatically accept us.
Right. The only thing we can do is let them know, like, don't disrespect me. At the end of the day.
We can require respect.
So So my biggest question, and it's 3 women at the table. So my biggest question is a thing that I've heard a number of times from women in relationships is, that's my man. We do what we do. Don't disrespect me. Don't have me out here embarrassed. If something's going on, let me know.
Absolutely.
So
that's it.
That speaks to that like vulnerability, because the main issue with a lot of things that we as a community end up talking about is people not wanting to be vulnerable, because as soon as you let that little bit of guard down, they're gonna get on your ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
And can't nobody handle that, because everybody ain't been the fat kid on the bus getting talked shit about before, so you don't know how to handle that.
Everybody don't got thick skin. And people don't fight like no more, so
hell no.
These boys don't got hands, these girls don't got hands no more.
Shooting.
So
they talking about that recently. Like, these kids sensitive.
They soft. Baby shit. Baby shit.
Right. But I think to wrap up the general topic, and you specifically said the word fear. I don't think anybody actually fears gay people. Okay, I've never seen
just
gay
a lack
people.
of knowledge.
A fear, a legitimate fear, a genuine fear of gay people. That's homophobia.
That's
is
extreme.
The flow of. I think that's nobody thinks that a gay person is going to come out of the closet.
I'm gonna touch you and I'm gonna turn you gay.
You know what I'm saying?
There's people like that.
But I'm saying, like, that's an irrational fear.
It is. And it is irrational.
A phobia is an irrational fear, and I think that's what I'm speaking to.
Right.
Yeah.
So people who say that they, that they hate this, that, and the other, you have an irrational fear.
Yeah.
Unless that person has done something to you, that person, not their sexuality, that person, you can fear the person and not the sexuality. The sexuality or the preference is not going to do anything to you.
Right.
I'd venture to say that people who have that irrational fear have it because of something that they made irrational in their brain.
Or that they were taught.
Because
or that they were taught.
They were either taught taught and indoctrinated, or someone close to them. They were someone close to them that they were vulnerable with came out to them, and it shattered everything that they thought about that person.
Yeah, our perceptions do change.
That's true.
Dramatically.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah.
That's it.